Our area, and I'm here now with meteorologist Tim Pandages. You know, we kind of got our practice round Sunday night with these overnight storms.
And this will be a very similar scenario that'll play out there. The timelines keep on getting pushed back. So we're looking at a right before midnight to early tomorrow morning time frame for some of the strongest storms to work their way on through here. Our main concern is going to be for those gusty, damaging winds. We'll talk more about that in detail in a second. But a live look outside this morning, not a bad start to your Friday morning. We have some high clouds out there making for a pretty sunrise. Notice the camera shaking a little bit. The winds have really picked up over the last 12 hours. And outside of any storms today, we could see gusts up to 40 miles per hour. And that's driving those temperatures up to around 80 and also increasing our humidity. During our daylight hours today, isolated storms are out there. The real widespread, heaviest chance or biggest threat, I guess you could say, for widespread threatening winds. I'm all over the place here with words. Winds will be strongest with these storms overnight tonight. That's what I'm trying to get out there. Here is that system now off to our south and west. Has a tornado watch box on along it now. Things have kind of weakened a little bit. That's expected in the overnight time frame, but as it moves into a very warm, humid air mass, the winds are stronger out ahead of it. We'll see that whole line strengthen. Now, during the daylight hours, as I mentioned, only the isolated threat. Here's what I'm going to be watching down to the south here. What develops in eastern North Carolina is lifting due north. So whatever you see there is headed in our direction. And we do have a few isolated showers out there right now as we look out towards Franklin and the Hosky area, and as we put it in motion and look a little farther to the south, a few heavier downpours here towards Greenville, and that's all lifting north and probably brushing past our western areas. An update for you here from the Storm Prediction Center. They've been all over this for the last several days with this severe threat, and this morning it does warrant an upgrade in certain areas in the red here, and that's a level 4 out of a 5-level system. So extremely good chances of seeing severe weather here farther to the west. Now notice parts of our area have actually dropped to a level 2. Now I do not want you to look at this and say, oh, we're good now. We're only down to a level 2. This is not the case. Our threat forecast has not changed at all. We're still very much so concerned with gusts up to 60 to 80 miles per hour. And with 1 to 3 inches of rain on top of that, we're talking about compromised root systems, trees coming on down on power lines, and power outages. So still a very impactful event coming our way. Here's how it shapes up on Futurecast. We'll track the line of showers and storms well to our west as we head through the daylight hours today and into the afternoon. Once the sun goes down, it's still only in central Virginia. It takes its time getting here, arriving before midnight, lingering right through early Saturday morning before it pushes east and offshore, likely sparking a lot of severe weather warnings, heavy winds, heavy rain, hail, and even the potential for an isolated tornado. As we head into Saturday, we clear our skies out, and Easter Sunday, all in all, not bad. But the upper level part of this system will hang back to our northwest, and that'll promote the possibility of an isolated shower on Easter Sunday, but all in all, not a bad setup at all. Here's our threat breakdown for you. Again, most concerned with widespread damaging winds. 60 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts are moderate to highly likely. Flooding also a possibility with 1 to 3 inches of rain. Tornado and hail risk is low, but it is still present, so you have to keep that in mind. Here's a look at some of the rainfall total forecasts here. 1 to 2 to isolated areas of 3 inches, and this is only coming down in about 12 to 14 hours worth of time. So a lot of rain. 70 degrees out there right now. Dew points on their way up too. They're already in the low 60s. It feels a little bit more muggy out there, and today we'll make it up to 80 with an isolated storm during the daylight hours, but really more so this evening and overnight as we approach midnight, down to 64, and still very windy aside from any storms. And then tomorrow, gradually clearing things out over to some partly cloudy skies by late in the day. About a 1 in 4 chance for a shower on Easter Sunday. And then Monday, Tuesday looking good and a little bit warmer in the low to mid 70s. Christina?
Thank you, Tim. Things are still checking out nice and accident-free out